Every family has that one Christmas classic they revisit every single year. It might be A Christmas Story, Home Alone, The Santa Claus, one of the Grinch movies, or something different. For me and my family, The Polar Express is still that movie. The Polar Express is an American 2004 Christmas fantasy adventure directed by Robert Zemeckis, based off of a book I still haven't read. Robert Zemeckis is the same guy who directed Back to the Future, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Pinocchio 2022. This movie is one of those movies where either you strongly love it and will defend it for the rest of your life, or someone who hates it and believes this movie is one of the worst things to ever touch the earth. I'm one of the people who will defend this movie for the rest of my life. I mean, that's why I made this video. Speaking of which, in this video, I want to talk about why I love this movie so much. Nostalgia and bias aside. With the intro out of the way, hop on the weird train that spawned outside of your house and don't question why. And let's talk about why The Polar Express is a Christmas classic. In the beginning of the film, we get some narration from an older version of the main character.
I lay quietly in my bed. I was listening for a sound I was afraid I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh.
This movie starts out with him being very skeptical about Santa Claus's existence with fraud mall Santa Clauses, and it also being impossible for anybody to live in the North Pole. Right off the bat, I want to bring up the fact that we don't hear a single word from the characters. He tries to fall asleep, but a train spawns out of nowhere outside of his house that claims to be going to the North Pole.
Why, to the North Pole, of course! This is the Polar Express!
The North Pole?
Because the kid is questioning the reality of Santa Claus, he resists. Eventually, he decides to get on the train. This is where we meet some of the core characters on our journey. We first meet the know-it-all kid. He is the nerdy, talkative, sciencey kid who tries to explain everything with silly science.
You missed it. We rode down some really sharp hills, and then we were on what looked like a frozen lake, but I know it was just an optical illusion caused by moonlight and
Also, Hero Girl. Yes, that is her name. Hero Girl is the brave kid who takes charge and also adores Christmas. Oh yeah, our lead. While it might lead to some dumb decisions, Hero Boy is a self-sacrificing kid who cares about others and also has some doubt in the existence of Santa Claus throughout the film. Also, while doing some research, the two main characters are named Chris and Holly. I don't know how the wiki got their names. I'm calling them that because it's my video. The conductor spawns in and he punches random letters into these kids' tickets that appear out of their pockets. They stop to pick up Billy, a shy, introverted boy who is very reluctant to board the train. The train almost leaves him in the dust, but Chris stops the train. The conductor scolds Chris about stopping the train, but Holly shows him the reason. The conductor reluctantly leaves Chris and Holly. The conductor asks the kids if they are thirsty for hot cocoa, which they are. A bunch of random men spawn in with hot cocoa and sing the iconic song about hot cocoa, with there only being one rule: to never ever let it cool. I know it's for the song, but I don't understand how these children can down these drinks in minutes, no, seconds, without burning themselves. Holly saves a cup for Billy, and she tries to take it to him. The conductor confronts her.
What about this lad in the back? Did he get any refreshment? Well, let's take some to him, by all means.
And he agrees to take the hot cocoa over to Billy with her. Chris spots the ticket, and he tries to hand it to her while she is on the other cart, but it flies out of his hand. I love how this movie, the kids, actually act like kids. They are not unnaturally smart or as dumb as bricks. They may stumble at points, but they are still kids. This one sequence with the ticket flying through the snowy night, I also just find really cool. They did not need to go this crazy for a sequence about a flying ticket, but they did. The scene has the ticket flying next to wolves, caught by an eagle, and it also flies past the hobo we meet soon. It's a nice scene. Miraculously, the ticket makes it back to the train cars and gets stuck to the air vent. The conductor confronts Holly about the lost ticket. Chris takes the blame for the lost ticket, and he tries to give her his ticket.
These tickets are not transferable.
Young lady, you will just have to come along with me.
The funny know-it-all kid that gets memed all the time says that the conductor is gonna throw Holly off the train, and Chris immediately believes him without a shadow of a doubt. And he climbs to the roof of the train car. He runs into the hobo on the roof.
Is there something I can do for you?
I'm looking for a girl.
Hey, we all!
The hobo gives Chris a watered-down coffee-looking drink and has a very realistic reaction to it. Chris gets the idea of this being a dream, and he tries to wake himself up after the hobo leaves. The goated hobo returns with skis to ski on top of the train. Yes, I know, just go along with it. I've seen stupider things in Christmas movies. I mean, after seeing dogs use the power of Christmas or something to fly a plastic sleigh outside of someone's yard, this isn't that bad. He jumps in the hopper car to avoid the scary cave as the hobo vaporizes in the air. Oh yeah, he's a ghost. I forgot to mention that. Chris spots Holly conducting the train, which probably violates hundreds of child safety laws. Oh, I love these guys. They are fixing the front light of the train, so that's why Holly is controlling the train. They spot eyes in the distance. Holly and Chris argue over what's the brake on the train, and Holly just closes her eyes to let Chris make the choice.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Wait! Please don't unsubscribe. I can make the video longer and still make about 2. Okay, fine. I'll keep this one video. I'll keep this at one video. Please just don't unsubscribe. I need subs, bro. Please. Okay, thank you so much. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Caribou! The train stops, and a herd of caribou are blocking the train. The conductor spawns into existence once again and yells at Chris. But Holly shows him the actual problem and why he stopped the train. The herd of caribou could waste hours of their lives. Chris almost slips off the train, and he pulls on Smokey's beard. Oh, I forgot to name these guys. The one with the beard is named Smokey, and the Mr. Clean-looking one is named Steamer. They speak English, I think. Smokey squeals in pain, and somehow he can communicate with caribou. Like I said, just go with it. They successfully scare off the caribou, and they proceed to the North Pole. The conductor, Holly, and Chris are still at the front of the train while it speeds up. Steamer has the handle jammed, and he breaks it and loses the pin that keeps the handle together that operates the train. They can't make the train slow down. The three amigos are in the front while the train tracks proceed to turn into a Polar Express themed roller coaster. They eventually stop the train on a lake of ice. The conductors accidentally shoot the pin outside and it lands on the ice. The ice lake starts to shatter and they try to find tracks to escape the lake on. And they eventually find tracks. While this is happening, Chris almost loses Holly's ticket. They catch it.
Oh no!
Well, that's more like it.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I can't believe you found my ticket.
Did someone say they found the ticket? Well, in that case, tickets, please.
And her ticket gets punched. The conductor takes the kids back into the train, and they travel through this cart full of abused and trashed toys that they want to give to new children. The Scrooge puppet starts talking to Chris about how much he is a Scrooge and a doubter. Also, the hobo was puppeteering this puppet. After these crazy scenes, we get a more down-to-earth scene. We hear singing in the distance. It's Billy. He's singing. He's singing about how Christmas usually isn't the best for him. He mentions how Santa's busy and doesn't come around. In this film, Billy is painted as a kid in poverty, and Christmas just doesn't work for him for that reason. Holly hops in, singing about how much she loves Christmas, the presents, the family, and all that. For some people, Christmas is the happiest time of the year. You get family, presents, and all this amazing things. But for others, it's the absolute worst time of year that they dread for. That's what the song is about. With Holly singing about the joys of Christmas while Billy can't relate to those joys. The conductor shows up again after the northern lights appear, and he points to the North Pole.
And do you see those lights in the distance? They look like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. There is the North Pole.
North Pole is completely empty. No elves to be seen. The conductor tells the kids that they are gathering to see who gets the first gift of Christmas, which would be one of the kids. Oh, there they are. I think I have to talk about this. I'm surprised I haven't brought this up yet, but the style of the film, I honestly think looks fine. At some points it might hit the uncanny valley, but for a lot of it, it's pretty good. But these creatures are not Santa's jolly elves. These are the people you see standing outside a speedway at 12 at night. These things are horrifying. If these things touched my Lego Death Star at Santa's workshop, I'd burn that thing. I'd burn all of my presents. Billy is sitting lonely in the train, probably frozen in fear because of them. Chris and Holly, they tried to talk him into leaving the train. Oh yeah, Chris accidentally stepped on a lever and caused this cart to separate from the main train. Then we have this other crazy scene where the train cart goes on a little adventure in the North Pole. The kids are lost, but Billy and Holly can hear the bells of Santa's sleigh leading them back to Town Square. But Chris can't hear anything other than the crappy disc of silver bells. They find more elves.
We got a troublemaker now. What's his 20?
Apparently, some kid from Maplewood, New Jersey stuck some gum in his sister's hair.
The kids spot the elves gathering in the Elfmobile, which is what I'm calling it because there is no name for it, and the kids hop into it. They find the gift wrapping station with one more present being produced. This is Billy's present. I'm gonna be so for real. This single scene is probably why Billy is the only kid named in this film that I didn't just find on the wiki. They go down the slide that takes the presents to the sleigh. They land in the sleigh and travel back to Town Square. Something is pulling on Billy's leg. They try to yank him once, doesn't succeed. And then they do it a second time.
You! What are you doing here? Same as you. I'm checking on my Christmas presents. I want to make sure I'm getting everything
They find the know-it-all kid looking for his presents.
All right, you stowaways.
Oh my gosh, not them again. The creepy inbred elves take them out of the sleigh. Billy, for the sake of your own survival, don't trust them.
Trust me.
Please, I'm begging you. Oh gosh dang it, why? Why did you give him your present? They regroup with the kids. Santa shows up and the bells come back. Everybody but Chris cannot hear the bells. One of the bells from the reindeer gets loose and lands beside Chris. Chris picks up the bell. He desperately tries to believe in Santa. He first doesn't hear the bell, but after he desperately tries to believe, he does.
What was that you said?
I believe. I believe. I believe. This is yours?
Well, thank you. And speaking of gifts, let's have this young fellow right here.
Chris gets the first gift of Christmas. He sits on Saint Nick's lap and asks for the bell. Santa heads off to deliver presents immediately after. The elves celebrate and the kids are off. Chris tries to find the bell he just got, but he lost the bell. After a bit, Chris gets home. He goes to bed after this eventful night.
Wake up! Wake up! Santa's been here! Santa's been here!
It's finally Christmas, and he picks up his coat, rips the pocket the exact same way he did in the beginning. Might have been a dream this entire time. After opening the presents, he actually has one more behind the tree. Chris's sister, Sarah, gives him the final present. It's the bell. It wasn't a dream. He shows his parents the bell, and they can't hear it because they can't believe in Santa Claus. They head off to wherever they're going, and adult Chris ends this movie by explaining how over time, the kids that he knew slowly started to not hear the bell. But for Chris, he never stopped believing. And for him, the bell never stopped ringing. I love this film. Even with the crazy crap in this film always fills me up with joy. This movie perfectly puts you in the perspective of Chris throughout the movie. With the adults looking like giants and the kids acting like kids, it makes you feel like that little kid you were those many years ago. The songs are so beautiful. For example, the song with Billy and Holly, like I said earlier. Oh, the end credits song. This song right here is my favorite song in the film. This song is a sung version of the score throughout the film. It's a song about believing. The theme of the movie is believing. You remember the random letters in the tickets? They get reticketed at the end with words that describe that kid.
Lean.
Chris gets believe. That's what this song is about. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the negatives. For some scenes, you just have to turn your brain off. Oh, the track just become a roller coaster? Oh, a singular pin caused the leg to crack and not the train? Oh, this train spawns in a 50s neighborhood with nobody noticing? Oh, okay. I mean, it's a Christmas adventure. I shouldn't expect an explanation to it. Every movie with Santa Claus has the parents not believe in Santa. I get it. But who puts the random presents under the tree every Christmas morning? Not you, the jolly fat man. I don't know if this video changed anybody's mind about this movie. If you hate this movie or you have never seen it, please just watch this movie at least once this Christmas season. That's all I have time for this year's Christmas special. My New Year's resolution this year is to hopefully upload more.
Hopefully.
I'm not going anywhere. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Doodle signing off for the final time this year. God bless. Peace.
Hey! Hey, you! Yeah, you! Huh?